We will be covering topics on what is organizational psychology, benefits of organizational psychology, learn how you can apply organizational psychology at work, and also about Aventis graduate diploma in organizational psychology. Okay, what is organizational psychology? Organizational psychology is also known as industrial organizational psychology. It is the scientific study of the relationship between men and the world at work, the study of adjustment people make to the places they go, the people they meet, the things they do in the process of making a living. It is also the applications or extensions of psychological principles to the problems concerning human beings operating within the context of business and industry. Some areas within industrial organizational psychology would be the following: vocational and career coaching. What are the career paths that you have made? What are the retirement preparations that you have done for exiting employers, as well as employee assistance programs that have been made available. Organizational development, it's about diagnosing organizational problems, identifying it. What are your plans to resolve the issues? How are you going to implement it, the solutions? And how are you going to assess the changes made? Has it been effective? Has it not been very effective? How are you going to make adjustment to it? Industrial relationships would include labor issues between employers and employees, management and union liaisons to resolve conflicts among each other. Some areas within industrial organizational psychology would also include the following: personnel psychology, the selections, training, and assessment of employees. Selections in terms of newly recruited staff. Are they the right one for your company that suits your organizational cultures? Trainings that you can provide them to at work so that they are competent at work, they know what to do, how to deal with situations, and also the assessments of employees' performance. Are they performing up to standards? What are areas of improvements or that? Organizational behavior. Social groups includes social and groups influence, the communications among teams and groups, organizational structures, the hierarchy, the leaderships, and motivational issues. At times we face situations that a talented staff is not motivated at work. How are we going to deal with it? How are we going to motivate him or her to perform? It also includes human factors like job design, optimizing human abilities to make sure that you can unleash the full potential of individual staff at work. Some of the current challenges we are facing right now includes post-COVID-19. Organizations are changing. There are multinational issues. We need to focus on branding internally and externally. Jobs are also changing. People are no longer working for job for life. They tend to hop around to experience new challenges. They would right now, at times organizations do offer flexible working hours, flexible schemes to attract talents to work for the company, working internationally, working in teams and groups, and also the use of wide technology. Employers like ourselves, we are also changing. Are we getting more and more demanding, less loyal in terms we are job hopping? At times we no longer ask just about comms and bans, what the company can offer while working in the organizations. At times we are also asking about the opportunities available, trainings given, challenges ahead, what are the 5 to 10 years, 5 years plan that you have for individual staff. These are some of the issues that we are asking. We are more educated. We have our own demand when it comes to work. Workplace dynamic and psychology is also changing. Right now, a lot of people are working from home, telecommunicating. There's remote team management required because we are no longer able to meet regularly in a way. So how are you going to manage your team better? Emerging sub-disciplines in terms of business needs. So there's new challenges ahead. How are we going to address these issues? At times we are looking also into issues such as reverse mentorings, getting the newer employees to guide the older staff on it, for example, in terms of technology, in terms of certain areas that they are uncomfortable at, and how are they going to help them to resolve it. How can you be a better coach, manager, or consultant with organizational psychology? One area is recruitment. It is important that an organization employs the right people, the right fit that suits the company's culture. They need to make sure that the hiring process is done correctly, making sure that the interview questions would help the hiring managers to identify the best candidates for a certain position. At times, it's not just about the HR doing the interview. It is also important for colleagues as well as direct managers and supervisors to have a chat with them to make sure that they are the best fit for the team. Training. It is important to conduct trainings for new employees as well as current employees to make sure that the business is running smoothly, they know what to do, they are not lost at work, they know who to look for where at work. It's also important that because there's a need for new skills, so new skills with the changes at this moment. So it's important to send employees to trainings to fill the gaps. Employee engagement and satisfaction is very important. Over the period, we noticed that staff retention is an issue that's faced by many organizations. They are unable to return talent. Sometimes talents are leaving the organizations to another workplace because they can offer new challenges to them, new learning environments, new opportunities, even though the compensation is not as good as the current company. Why are they doing so? So it is important to make sure that we engage your current employees. They are satisfied at work. They are being challenged in a way that they can unleash their potential and to work as a team to achieve organizational goals set. Workplace productivity. It is important to have, for example, sometimes employees are unable to understand why certain departments operates in a certain way and why there are conflicts amongst each other. So it is important that sometimes it is good to during the orientations when there's new staff, it is important to introduce new colleagues to people from various departments so that they know who to look out for, what to do, giving them the opportunities for social interaction, not just about work-related issues, but also personally, so that they know who to look out for, how are they somebody to talk to at work. Team building is very important. Like what I mentioned earlier, many of the times we are only working with people that is within the team. We have very little interactions with people from other teams, other departments. So it is important to have to create events and opportunities for people to work together. For example, in CSR event like charity work, giving them the opportunities to achieve something as a team within the organization, so that they can talk to each other, understand each other better on a personal level. It is also important to empower departments to be able to reward the team differently. It is because different teams' benefits would be beneficial to people from at different level. For example, sales and marketing would be looking at certain rewards, but it might be different for people from another different departments like operations. So it is important to empower supervisors of different departments to be able to achieve that. Resolving conflicts is very important. It's not just about solving the problems that you face. You also need to look at the psychological concerns for the employee. Sometimes the problem might be solved, but have you looked into the areas, the feelings of your employers? Have you taken care of their dignity, their feelings? So it's important to look into this area as well, not just focusing on resolving the conflicts, the problem, but also taking care of your employee. Job fit to personality test. To make sure that you get the right people at work, it is important that you can do some personality tests to find the right people at work. It includes tests like MBITs, DISCs, all that. How can you be a better, this, to become a better manager, coach, or consultant, you can actually consider doing our graduate diploma in organizational psychology. We are incorporating the Aventis career coaching certifications in the graduate diploma. So you get to know more about career coaching, mentoring at work. It is a 6 months part-time course with 4 modules involved. The 4 modules would include organizational psychology at work, HR analytics and talent scorecard analysis, effective performance and appraisal, as well as talent management and career management. These modules are assessed through individual assignments. In class, you will be taught by industry experts. They will be giving you the opportunities to learn from each other, from the experts, as well as from your peers. They come from various industries, so you get to know what are the challenges that they face. It can be used as a case studies in class for discussions to find better solutions. In Aventis, we have over 10 years of successful track records in providing courses. We are focusing in part-time markets, working professionals. This allows you to mingle with your peers and also the networking opportunities with the students. Like I say, in Aventis, we offer fun learning. So it's not just the lectures, conducting trainings, teaching you the topics that you would learn. It's also about peer learning, giving you the opportunities to hear from each other. You get to learn from industry experts and award-winning faculty like Dr. Christopher Fong, Dr. Samuel Lee, all that. Okay. Okay, right now I would like to proceed to Q&A. If you have any questions about it, about this course, please let me know. Okay, one of the questions is, what is the entry requirement for the graduate diploma course? Generally, you need to have a bachelor's degree in any field. If not, you need to be have a diploma in any areas with at least 5 years of working experience, or you can be a mature candidate, age 30 or more, to be eligible for the course. At this point in time, the classes are conducted through Zoom online with videos being recorded, so you can revisit the classes, the lecturer sessions once it is made available. So it is conducted virtually at this point in time. Is it under skills future credits? Unfortunately, our courses are not is not applicable for skills future credits. What are the assessments provided? The assessment for each module, right, including the career coaching certification, it's done through individual assignments. There's one assignment per module. In class, there might be some presentations or group discussion, but that will not be part of the assessment. Okay. When is the next intake? The upcoming intake will be starting in July. They're starting on the 11th of July. So if you're keen to join the course, please let me know. I will be sending all of you more information about the course. Yes, we can share with this deck with students. It will be made available. Is there an MSc program in OB? At the moment, we are offering a Masters of Science in Global HRM offered by University of Roehampton. So if you are interested, we can send you more information about it. Information is also made available in our website at aventis.edu.sg too. Can non-Singaporean enroll? Yes, non-Singaporean are welcome to join our courses. So definitely you are welcome to join. The lecturer's profile, okay, the lecturer's profile is made available in our brochure. So I will be sending all of you the brochure so that you can take a look at the lecturer's profile. Okay, career coaching certification. The career coaching certification is actually it's actually more about mentoring, providing career advice to your staff. All the details will be made available in our brochure, which we will send it to all participants. Yes, there's actually advancement. Upon completion of this graduate diploma, you can progress on to the Masters of Science in Global Human Resource Management awarded by University of Roehampton. The typical class size would be about 15 to 20 students. Generally, the students' profile, they are working professionals. They can be from the public services as well as from the private sectors. At the moment, it is delivered online. At the moment, it's delivered online. When the situation gets better, then we will reconsider to deliver it face-to-face with safety measures in place. Do we need to pay? No, career coaching is given complimentary for this graduate diploma in organizational psychology. So it is actually part of the course. Does every company needs organizational psychology? Yes, I would say that it's not just about organizational psychologists itself. It can be the role of the general manager, from the HR manager. So any senior managers can be the organizational psychologists at work to help individuals when they face issues or that. Will it be online or physical learning? It will be done online, delivered through Zoom at the moment. When situation gets better, it will be done face-to-face. Any other masters? If you are looking something related to organizational psychology or HR, it will be the HR one. We offer a general MBA if you are interested. Okay. How about, unfortunately, there's no exemptions when you progress on to the master's degree, but the graduate diploma would be a good foundations for students to returning to studies, because sometimes you might be away for more than 20 years. You would not like to commence into a master's degree because it can be too challenging for you. So the graduate diploma will be a good preparatory course for you before you take on the master's degree. Is there a crossover for currently? At the moment, we are offering several graduate diplomas, but if you're looking something related to organizational psychology, this is the only one. We offer areas, other areas that is in cybersecurity, in counterterrorism, in business admin, social psychology, psychotherapy audit. I am a teacher. Is this program relevant to me? Yes, it is relevant to you. As a teacher, you need to manage your class, your students. So you will need to know how to deal with them, how to what can I do when I face the situations, what are the students thinking, how can I work with other teachers to be to actually resolve situations when it happens. The course fee payable, the usual cost fee for this course is $6,000. We are offering a $1,200 grant right now, so the cost fee payable will be $4,800 before GST. The counseling there is no overlapping modules between the organizational psychology and social psychology graduate diploma. You will need to complete all 4 modules to complete the course. Yes, the grant is applicable to non-Singaporeans, is applicable to students who join the upcoming July intake. Yes, you can have the slides, we will make it available. Okay. Are there any other questions? This course is accredited by the associations for psychotherapists and counselors in Singapore. Actually, for all of our counseling, psychology courses, they are all accredited by the associations for psychotherapists and counselors in Singapore. Would this be a start to hop over for? You can actually, in class, you can actually talk to lecturers as well as your classmates on what is the market like, how before doing a switch, because sometimes you are not sure if you should do the switch. Talking to the lecturers, talking to the students who are working in that industries would be able to help you to make the decision. Are you running a Zoom webinar? It is. We are planning for that. Once the dates is being fixed, we will keep all of you posted. When is the deadline for applying? The course is starting 11th of July, so it will be good if you can submit your application at least 10 days before that. So it will be good if you can submit your application before end of this month, so that it gives us some time to process our applications, and you will have some time to go through the materials, prepare yourself before starting the class. Okay. Any last questions before we end today's session? The typical class size, I would say, is about 15 to 20 students for the organizational psychology course. For other courses, it can be a bigger group. What careers would you recommend taking? Generally, some students who are doing this course, they are in HR related roles. For example, they can be in O&D, organizational development, training and development. They can be in the operations, leading a team. So that's some of the areas. They can be teachers themselves, or business owners doing this course. If I miss a class, is there a replacement? There are no, you can choose to defer the course if you are unable to attend it, or you can actually, if it's, the classes are delivered through Zoom at the moment, so if you miss a certain portion to it, you can do your catch up through the videos that are being recorded. So it's up to you to choose that, but there are no replacement. You can choose to defer, or you can choose to do a self-study through watching the video that is made available when it's delivered through Zoom. I saw a question, when is the next intake after July? The following intake will be in September. Okay, so thank you very much, everybody. If you have any questions about the course, okay, one last question is, what is the difference between a graduate and postgrad? It's actually the same, it's just a different terminology. Is there a grant? Yes, we will, for the July and September intake, we will continue to offer the grant. Okay, thank you very much, everybody. Bye-bye.